And years ago, I wrote a list of all the jobs that I've ever done in my life. And this last year, I was in Fargo, North Dakota for my birthday, and I had just a couple days before ridden into North Dakota, which was the 48th state on my list. So I had accomplished my goal of motorcycling to all 48 contiguous states, and I was feeling good about that. But you know what? Ain't a whole heck of a lot to do in Fargo, North Dakota on a Sunday. And so I wrote this poem about all the things that I'd ever done in my interesting career as a human. And I when I was 15, I mowed lawns in a park of mobile homes, fried up chicken and at Chick-fil-A. I lasted 2 weeks doing food prep at Chili's, broke into the movies at AMC. I was a psychiatric technician, a few different places, a helpline administrator for Youth for Christ. I've done demolition and all kinds of labor and sold men's accessories at Verdines. I wanted to be an actor, and I was in some short films and infomercials. I was a puppeteer and character at Disney and a stuntman at Universal. I was a taxi driver and a substitute teacher. In Alaska, I worked in cannery and I fished on boats. And I was a crush worker in California's wine country. A few times I've been coast to coast. I've waited on plenty of tables, been an extra on TV and in movies. We prefer the term background actor because we think it's a little more groovy. I've did catering and tended bar, and I made a few films of my own. I had a company called Second Thought Productions, but it didn't last too long. To promote eco-conscious living, I was Modern Hippie Mag's mad genius, but I was working with my ex-wife and things didn't work out between us. As an economic activist, I lived for a year without using money. I came up with ABC squared economics, but most think I'm just a little funny. I started a community space called the Flow Factory. I was Director of Operational Development. Dude. I was the co-founder of the Commonwealth Time Bank. It's like my life is just some weird experiment. I was the architect of the Labyrinth of the Unbroken Path. I had a radio show called Renaissance SRQ. I ran as a write-in candidate for county commissioner. There are a number of roles I've pursued. I've created content for social media. I've published books and I've written songs. I've motorcycled through all the lower 48 states, and wandering is where my soul belongs. Now, it has been a long and winding road, and success has not always been expedient. I've been doing pretty good as a poet, and I thought I'd be damn good as a comedian. But having a poet in the White House would certainly set a new precedent. So on November 7th, 2028, I hope you vote Steve McAlphabet for president.
Yeah.